Hello, welcome back to another episode of Datblock Survival. Today we'll be kind of sorting out some problems that we've been having with a couple of different farms in our player warp. And to start, we have this, which I can't remember if I've shown this on camera yet, but I am working on an XP farm that players can use. Similar to PW EXP, there's also one called PW Grinder, but those are very laggy, and so I kind of want to make something that's just as efficient but not super laggy, so that way if people aren't using this, they can enjoy their time at our player warp. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a foundation started, and I've had this running previously, but after talking with some of my friends who have grinders on the server, they told me that I can make it better, and that's what we're going to do today. So I really got to start tearing this down. We're going to make the room a little bit bigger, and we're going to change the placement of the spawners, because originally I just had them kind of like every other block, just in rows, and I was told if you do rings like this and then like stack them down, it's a little bit more efficient. And then you do like diagonal lines once you get closer to the edge. Another thing that we need to fix is the size of the room. So right now it's a little too small. I haven't counted it yet, but I was told around 22 by 22 is a good size, and then about 11 tall from the tallest point. We're going to have to make some adjustments though, and it's kind of hard to do that because right above this, let's see if we can see here, we've got buildings. So it's going to be kind of hard to expand it upward. And then to expand it downwards also hard because right down here are our crop farms. And yeah, we're gonna have to do some playing. I think we're okay on space because we're behind the farms. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to go down another 6 blocks from there, just to get the size that we want. And why don't we pop down here? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Let's see how far we can come down to here maybe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're just barely gonna squeeze this building in. Sorry, this XP grinder in. So I'm gonna get to work on that. And I'm going to, let's see if we can dig this dirt out. Okay, we can, that's good. So that platform right there, I need to show you guys. This right here is the ultimate flex. This is our loot from doing 2 hours of spawner hunting. And just the other day, I did another 2 hours and got somewhere around, I think it was around 11 cave spider spawners and 2 zombie spawners. We got very lucky there. But this is all solid blocks right here. There is no hollow inside. This is completely solid. So, but it looks like our grinder is going to be right up against it, which is okay. I'm gonna leave this here anyways, so I'm not too worried about it looking strange. We'll do something with the ground here to kind of help blend it in a little bit more, but let me show you how you get to the grinders. The player warp spawns you right here, and we have Willy the Wither right there welcoming us to PW Reno. And if you just come right this way, we have our animal farms. And if we come right down here, and we come right in here, that will be open once this is up and running. And right in here, block that off for now because we're going to fix that. And this is the grinder. So we'll have plenty of spawners going. There shouldn't be any worry about people not getting enough XP. It should be plenty. And yeah, so basically this is what I'm going to be doing for the next, I don't know how long. Just clearing this out, making sure we have space. And if you can see right here, got quite a few spawners. 4 cave spiders, 26 total, and 4 spiders. And I have, I believe, a zombie spawner in my ender chest as well. So we'll have plenty. Uh-oh. Well, this is going to be a problem. Can we go upwards? Not really. Alright, so I've done a little bit of planning. I think what we're going to do is, instead of having the grinder, the EXP farm be right here, when you come down, the animal farm's right about here-ish, underneath the brick. And then it expands over this way. I think instead of having it that way, we're going to come down this way with it because we have nothing interfering here. I think I want to build it above ground, and then have the mobs drop down a tunnel, and then the player can just walk up and hit them. I'm not too worried about fall damage. I'd rather just kind of keep it simple and just have it so they fall down, and they're out of the range, and then they can just get killed by players. So I got a little bit of work to do. I figured out this is the center of the animal farm right here. And then this is the edge of our claim. So we need to expand our claim probably another 30 blocks. But as you can see right here, that shouldn't be a problem. And this is actually going to work out pretty well because I'm running out of space in our player wart to build. If we come up here, as you can see, our claim's coming right around here and there. So we only have a little bit of space here to play with. So it'll be good to have another 1,000 blocks or so to play with. So I'm going to go expand the claim, and then I'm going to start working on tearing down all these trees and figuring out how far away the hostile mob spawners, or just the spawners, need to be away from the kill site in order to keep working. Okay, now you may be upset. I did a lot of deforestation, but this is definitely for a good cause. What I've been doing besides clearing out some trees, missed a couple, is I resized the claim. Currently right here is the edge, and originally we were right here. There's Big Boy Tosh. Hello. So we've expanded it, I think, another, I'd say about 30 blocks, which will give us plenty of room to play. And I learned that the mobs only need to drop like 2 blocks down, which means that I can build the new mob grinder pretty much level with this, and then we can just kind of dig down here, and right here is our passive mob spawner, which is awesome. We don't need to worry too much about it being too far away, and so we can move our grinder to being back here, and we're gonna have, I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave that space over there. I really don't feel like filling all of that back in. I'll just light it up to make sure we're not getting any spawns. And let's see, I think if we come down here, oh, we're still, there we go. This is the edge of our animal farm. So I'm going to start working on the dimensions for the new hostile mob grinder. I think I'll do a little bit of a montage of it, just because I think it's a little bit boring just to see me build a huge square, but it should be fine. All right, we have a bit of a problem. I was gonna bring this down so that way we'd be able to be flush with the edge of this wall here, because from right there to right here is 11 blocks, but our animal farm is in the way. So we're gonna have to make the bottom of it be here. Which isn't a big deal. It's just this isn't going to be flush here, which I would have liked, but that's okay. Perhaps we can figure out some way to make it look nice, but just thought I'd bring you back for that little update. If we count here, this is supposed to be 11 blocks tall, and we'll have a couple dips down in levels for the floor. So I think I'm going to work on the floor first so I can make sure that I'm building it in the right place, and then I'll build up the walls. All right, we're back. I did a little bit of work off camera. We're gonna terraform here, obviously, but we have the basic shape laid out. I'm not gonna put in the water just yet, just because I'm waiting to build the rest of it first, and I still need to dig out the tunnel down to the farm right here. And it's kind of sad, actually. The design for this is an even number, so it's going to be a little bit off-centered, which is kind of frustrating. And we'll have to move this, obviously, but players will come in here. We'll have this barred off so that way nobody can get in there, and they can still hit the mobs and get their XP. I think I'll do maybe a slab here and a slab here, so it'll be a half block gap. We don't have to worry about people flying in. So we need to count 11 blocks up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the ceiling right there. So it's pretty tall. It's actually not too much taller than where this is, so I'm actually not too bothered by it. But I'm not going to bore you guys with building up these walls. You don't need to see how I do that. It's pretty basic. You just come over here and just build. So I'll catch you guys when we have the walls and the ceiling done, and I'm going to show you the layout for the spawners. Got it done. Still got to work on this entrance a little bit, but if we just pop up here real quick, it's a big cube, I know, but it's going to work. And I need to get those spawners in now. We have 31 spawners at the moment that we can put in, and this is 12 spots that we can have spawners in. And what we can do now, since we have 31 spawners, we can do 2.5 columns of spawners on each of these blocks. And once we get more spawners, we can bring it down further, about 5 or 6 columns. And then once we have more, we can do a second ring and then the row of diagonals on each corner. But that is a long ways down the road. And I'm kind of worried to add that much because I feel like it's going to lag out my player warp, and that's the last thing that I want. So why don't we get these spawners in, and then we still have to put the water in and decorate the collection method a little bit more so that way people can see the mobs that they're killing. And we'll just do 2 high for now, and you can see they're already spawning. And I'm hoping my frame rate does not go down here, because this is quite a few spawners. And there we go. And now we can put in the other ones. We have 7 more spawners left. So let's do 2 cave spiders there, 2 spiders there, 2 spiders there, and skeleton there. And let me throw in the last one that we've got. Oh, we actually have 2 more. All right. We can throw 1 there and 1 there. Perfect. So we have that all done. And the last thing we should need to do is just clear all this out. All right, it's working. Still have our pillar in here actually. So we need to knock this out so that way these guys don't fall on it, and then they'll just sit in here. And let's see, need to finish this. There we go. So we have it so the player can crouch down when they come in here, and they should be able to hit all the mobs. If not, I think I'm going to put, let's see, I'm gonna have to put some slabs where they're standing so that way the spiders are easily hit. You can hit them right now, but some players may not see that. And might not be able to kill them. So we're just going to put a slab in there, and I think eventually I'll work on maybe turning that into a profit shop where people can buy the mob drops. I don't really need them. In fact, I have a full double chest of string already, so I'm not really needing it. I could just have it go into lava, the drops. But as you see, just from those couple mobs right there that we killed, we have quite a few stacks of things. I might add some water streams back there just so it's easy for people to hit the mobs. which means we're going to have to take out the slabs that I just put in and replace that with a water stream, and then maybe dip the player down here so that way they can kill the mobs easier. But as you can see, it's pretty efficient right now. We can hit the mobs all in the back, so that's okay. But we need to do something with these drops, and I'm trying to think about what to do. This should really only be for EXP, which I've actually made it so people can't get, so we'll just do this, and people can just whack away at the mobs. So why don't we patch this up a little bit better. We'll just make these, there we go. We'll move this, and I need to patch this up. Before I open this up, let me patch this up. I noticed this a couple days ago. In fact, we can fix that right now with the slabs we have in our inventory. There we go. And we should be good. Let's see, is it dark in here? A little bit, but it's not too bad. And I need to patch this old one up as well. So people don't go down here. So I need to make sure I light that up. I'm going to put some lights probably like right here. I'll do probably sea lanterns because I like the look of those. And that way people can see when they're in there, and also it shouldn't interfere with spawn rates at all. And if people just come in here like this, every couple seconds we get a new mob, and it works pretty well, I think. We'll definitely have to get some more spawners, but for the moment it's working just as well as I need it to. Alright, time for a progress update. We have the farms all done. I need to do a better job of letting people know where exactly things are. And I'm thinking, I just had this thought now, having like an arch here and moving these signs to being on that arch. And it might be a little tricky. And we'll have to change the arrow. We'll leave this one here actually. We'll have the arrow pointing like up. So when people know, because they spawn in here, they'll come and they'll see it right there. And they can see the shops are right there. And if they come over here to look at the shops, they'll see, oh, we have villagers over that way. That's not up and running yet. We're still waiting on more villagers to breed, but that arch I think would look really cool. And maybe even like an overhang connecting these two posts with those two would look really nice, having something here so that way people know to go this way and then turn here and come down here for the animal farm. And then as you can see here, I've made some banners so that way people know that you can go in here, and any second now we should have some mobs spawning in and falling down right here. There we go. And the longer that people are here, the more mobs that'll drop, so it might be slow at first, but for right now it's working. And I have it right now so players can pick up items. Again, as I said, I don't really need them, so they're more than welcome to do that. But I'm waiting to announce this in the chat just because I want to make this more well known. And again, I'll do that by, I think, making an archer. I think that would look very nice. Come on. There we go. Come on. There you go. Our first visitor, Bianca Lewis, right down here. There you go. And if you come right through here, have at it. Alright, we have another one. Come follow me, sir. Down this way. Whoops, not this way, this way. And right through here. Come on, there you go. Enjoy. Now you just gotta wait a couple seconds. There you go. Whack at him, boy. Get him. Kill him. Kill him. You can take that. Right this way, kind sir. There you go. Come on. There you go. And right down here. There we go. Enjoy. Well, I'd say that was a pretty successful episode, don't you think? Got a little photo bomber in here. Going to check out our base. And I hope you enjoyed. I know we only did one thing today, but I promise next episode will be very exciting. So stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you later.